Greetings, my fellow field triage doctors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault, episode 61, Raining Pigmen. So I have all but one of the caskets. This was just a backup casket, and now we're just waiting on the babies. So I'm almost done with the priority of construct the ship to the stars. Been working on that the entire stream. It's nearly done. Now I'm just getting everyone's clothing sorted so that whatever planet we land on next, we're very well equipped to protect ourselves and all that jazz. Zatrena's second trimester. And brother of Zaleb just rolled in with the bulk goods trader. Oh, for armor, I guess I'm also going to include toques as allowable. There's no reason not to. No one's going to take off a helmet for a toque. That doesn't make any sense, so it's just an additional option. Oh, I forgot about Dante. Yeah. We have an extra spot. Is Dante coming? Thank you for reminding me about that. So, there it is. What do you guys think? We have 25 slots. Does he fill the last one? And then I'll make sure to run the math again. To make sure that we have also room for the babies too, because I might need to construct some additional caskets. But there is room. There's room for one here and one potentially here as well, and also one here too. But there's additional room if we need it. Can they ever have twins? You know, I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to assume... Well, no, I'm not going to assume anything. I don't know. That's a very good question. They do have a lot of meat for me to buy. I think what I'll do to afford this meat is to sell some chem fuel. Because I've been making... No, let me see if I can sell something else. Oh, I also need to learn my side trainers. Hold on one second. Loud barking dogs. You know how it would be. So if I'm trying to afford all that meat that they have to sell... I do have a lot of clothing to part with. Just making little noises behind me. I don't know if you can hear her, but it's like a micro woof. It's kind of funny. I'm going to sell my rice. I have a lot of rice. Well, no, I'm going to sell the chem fuel instead. Because the rice can turn into chem fuel, and chem fuel sells better. Alright, so there's the trade. I'm gonna make sure that there's not other things I want to part with. There's a little bit, but not too much. I'm gonna part with I'm gonna part with 7 of the double strand and make 1 more double strand toque out of the remainder. Because I'm not growing any more double strand, and it's not that likely that I gain access to any more double strand, so yeah. All right, this looks pretty good. There we go. Did I use all the bug meat up for the chem fuel? I have, yes. So then just because I bought a huge thing of meat, I'm going to set my people to high priority haul it so that I'm not leaving it out here to potentially be eaten by their animals or whatever. Unfortunately for me, it's like nighttime, so most of my haulers are headed to sleep. Looks like we got most of it. It also looks like overwhelmingly people want Dawn, or rather Dante to come. That's gonna look something like 20 plus 2 babies is 22 plus 5 animals is 27. So no, I have exactly the right amount of caskets. I already accommodated the babies. It'd be heartless for him to be the only one left behind? No, I disagree. If we release him to the wild, waste rats are already naturally immune to pollution. So he just goes back to nature. If Dante didn't have natural toxic immunity, I would agree with you, but waste rats never succumb to the pollution. They're designed for it. It's their native environment. He is bonded. Yeah, he is bonded to Shay, I think. Ooh, a ship jump. Yes, he's coming along. Yep, to Shay. Yeah, when RimWorld 1.4 released with the update to pollution, some animals like waste rats and toxalopes are immune to the pollution and do not suffer the consequences of the pollution. Trying to think if there's other animals that fit that bill. Off the top of my head, is there a way to see? No, I don't. I'm sure there's others that I had missed. Maybe people in chat know. But waste rats. The problem is I've like killed all the animals on this map tile, so I don't have local examples because I've been hunting them. But yeah, toxalopes and waste rats are definitely immune. All right. We have deconstructed all of the siege parts, the siege barricades and the like. Yes, bugs do get a boost from the waste. I wouldn't say that they're like natural though. In RimWorld lore, if you weren't aware, the mega insects were actually biologically engineered to fight mechs. So they're like non-native. They were genetically engineered much like hussars and genies and hymates and sanguiphages are. In RimWorld lore, I'm not making this up, this is RimWorld lore. So with that said, I would say that, you know, if you're trying to, I guess they exist everywhere now, so I don't know. You could make the argument one way or the other. I could see it from both angles. Oh, and Cathanon, you answered the can there ever be twins? And the answer is no. Not unless you have some sort of ideology that forces it. And that would be modded, I assume. So if you're wondering what this is the Exostrider midsection that is part of the Mechanator. Oh, Sims wants to join. That would be Kilgore. Do we accept Sims or Kilgore in this? Yes or no? We vote on that for 5 minutes. I don't think it's time sensitive. Nope, it isn't. And Jay just got tattered apparel, so let's take off that romper. And put on kids' pants and kids' shirt instead. Oh, Derp just got tattered apparel as well. Take off the flop cap and put on the toque. I am starting to get idle people. Unfortunately for me, the idle people are not ones that can fight or clean pollution. But I think what I'll do is it'll allow it anyway. So for a remove pollution area, I'm going to start removing the pollution right outside of the vault entryway. And then allow people that are not protected from this pollution to remove it. Because the time that they spend there is going to be pretty negligible, I think. Given the results of this this poll, I'm going to start preparing for a 28th casket. Oh, you guys are just all about cleaning up. The kids are allowed in the outside area. Avoid pollution allows them to go kind of anywhere they want in this unpolluted section, which allows for outside wandering and sky watching and cloud watching and all that stuff. We have a ridiculous amount of cleanup going all at once here. So these waste packs will be placed, I think, what do we say, 4? What's a good number? So we'll put 4 stacks of waste packs where these trees are, so that the trees can absorb the pollution. And we can do that a whole bunch. I'm not going to use the one in the... Well, actually, I'll use this too. Why not? Our own Arboretum will be used to clean up pollution. Because this cleanup effort is going to generate a lot of... Well, actually, not a lot of pollution, but a significant enough pollution that we want somewhere to store it. We're almost done with the shipbuilding, and then I'll put up a poll about how to use the plasteel and advanced components, whether it should go to bionics or armor or weapons or something like that, while we wait for Generation 3 to be born. It's cool to see the way it works is you clean up 6 at once. So like Jade will clean up this one node, and then 5 random nodes nearby will just go poof and disappear. Ooh, a masterwork art? Was that? Sweet. Okay. I think how I'm going to do this is... Paste that there. Paint it. And then remove the paint of the other one. Put this here. That there. That will help Mayhem regain Psi Focus even faster, given its quality. And I could just keep cleaning up until the tox packs stored at the trees are full, which is probably a lot of, probably a pretty significant amount. Given the rough napkin math, I'm going to say this area can probably be handled by the trees. So I will allow this area to be traversed by the unprotected from pollution. I don't think that the tox buildup is going to be significant enough to harm them. So Sims, you want to join? Welcome. Or Kilgore, I should say. Calling you the wrong name. So taking a look at you again. You absolutely can't fight at all. But you can kind of science. A little bit. But I'm going to have you clean up. You're basically going to be cleaning. That also means that... Ooh. Well, I don't really have a bedroom for you at the moment. Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll move Beavis and Zaleb into the storeroom so that this here could become your bedroom, at least for now, until I manage to get you another bedroom. The perks of joining, right? So that's Kilgore's bedroom. This shouldn't be a gather spot, but I'm going to leave the tables in there. So if I want to offer a bedroom for Kilgore, it seems strange given that I'm destined for the stars soon, but I'll cop to it and actually work on making one. Was not expecting extra people. Our population keeps ballooning. Let's give you this SMG. And then... yeah, that's all I really need to do. Wait, why does it say that you're a temporary faction member? Aren't you very, by definition, not one? I think this is a bug. This should be changeable. Yeah, right? Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But I've accepted you, and, God, the game doesn't think I have. Still says that you're a temporary member, even though you're not. Okay. And I think what will happen is once the refugees leave, Kilgore will stay on, and it will correct itself. But I'm surprised it doesn't make that update now, rather than post-Exodus. Seems wrong to me. Just my 2 cents. So, whoa, that's fast. Jeez. Yeah, they I think this is probably just a overlooking the fact, as chat points out, that now with RimWorld's update, refugees cannot betray you if they have children by default. But so there's a 0% chance, and it's also why I'm not running a prediction. There's a 0% chance that they can betray me. But the code hasn't been updated to reflect that, and therefore Kilgore is still not a full-fledged member, even though he has joined us, which makes very little sense. Whatever. It will sort itself out with time, so I don't really care. Prediction, will they betray themselves? Yeah, there's always the chance of them social fighting. But even in that case, Kilgore would still stay. Just the same way that Madsen did, right? Because Madsen joined us, and then in the last refugee hosted, and then stuck around even when the rest of them fought me, except for Zertrana, who was the victim of the murder. For those that don't remember or weren't here, the last set of refugees, one murdered each other, and I got blamed. Is I think probably the easiest way to explain it. They decided to off one another, and then they pointed fingers at me, like that Spider-Man meme, and somehow it was my fault. Makes no sense. All the floors are already done? Oh my god. It's fast. And Carlotta's now in second trimester. Do I have enough dye for all that painting? Probably not. Certainly not. That would be at least 7x7 is 49, plus the borders, I would say. Actually, maybe just. Because I have 72 of it. Actually, is this? Yeah, 49. Okay. Just making sure that was the dimensions I thought it was. But I'm always growing more in my benches on the side hallway here. Just my main stockroom, as you can see, due to my food shortages, are just pure rice now. Because I don't want to run out. Oh, that shouldn't be steel. Sandstone. How do they grow without sun lamps? Flowers only require 30% sun. They don't require 51. Uh-oh. Yaroslav, you better... Well, I guess you're a psychopath, so you won't care, but we better kill these boomblumps quick, because otherwise these wanderers get clapped. Not all plants require the same amount of sunlight. So, for instance, fibercorn, dandelions, roses, tinctoria, and nutrifungus do not require 51% sun, which is what sun lamps require. So dye is a flower, yes. And then fibercorn is also doesn't require the same amount. So you can check it out here. Nutrifungus requires a light of 0. It requires darkness or it dies. And then fibercorn requires 30%, so it does not require a grow lamp. They do benefit from grow lamps. They do grow faster under grow lamps, but they do not require it. That's the importance. And then, of course, the flowers that you can put in flower pots and bonsais don't require 100% either. I just don't have any to demo, but perhaps just for educational purposes, I will get some. So, bonsai here makes sense because this is the ritual realm of new growth. And then, likewise, we'll put some flower pots in here as well. Eventually, whenever they get around to it. Refugees are leaving, but Kilgore has stuck around as I knew he would. So, Kilgore, finally I can actually, you know, treat you like a member. What? Wait a minute. Game. I think you're wrong. Whatever. It's not a big deal. I just think it's hilarious that he's still... There he goes. There he goes. Oh, you know what it was? It was because of the betrayal offer. That's what it was. Because he was implicated in the betrayal offer that Kenneth had offered. That's why he was stuck. Because I had a quest offered to kill him. So now that everyone is left, he is a full-fledged member. Because it wouldn't make sense for me to have a... Yeah, it makes sense now. I get it. It wasn't a bug. It was just a weird result of that betrayal offer. Yeah, I get it now. So, bonsais don't have a 100% light requirement. Where? I guess I have to plant one first. And then dandelions, as you can see, is a 30%, as are roses are 30%. Is there a way for me to seed bonsai other than waiting for it to be sown? Maybe not. But yeah, bonsai trees has a light requirement of 30% as well. Quest completed. Tired survivors. That doesn't happen often. My track record with refugees is pretty poor. And it's almost never my fault. Okay. My temple's a little bit nicer now. And we have the extra pod. So, we've hit the point where I have advanced components, and I want to ask you how to use them. How should I use my plas, steel, and advanced components? Armor, weapons, or bionics? Up to you. I'm also out of gold, so let's call in exotics so I can buy some, because I haven't found any with the deep trail. I'm going to double check that that's true, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. No gold has been identified, and I'm now zeroed on gold, which means no more advanced components until we find some. Or I run a trade caravan. That is another alternative. I could try to run a trade caravan out to Finrabrad and buy gold. I don't recall seeing gold the last time I was there. And yes, I see that this is gold, but it's not allowed for me to mine it on the overland. So I should only be checking the spots out here that are partially covered by mountains, which there is no gold out there for that purpose. There is, however, silver in this spot, which I don't think would be a terrible idea for me to grab. Given that silver could be useful for purchasing gold. Seems strange, but there is truth to it. Same with the jade. And also, we can treat this as a run, like an animal run, kennel run. So I'll expand the barn a little bit. Let them stretch their legs. Seems like a kind thing to do. That will be an intentional barn expansion. I have the straw matting for it. Yeah, man. Thank you for the resub. Cheers. Bionics it is. Current priority, wait for Generation 3 to be born and make Bionics. So the first Bionics I'm planning on making is one for the arm of NB, and one for the arm of Zertrana. 2 Bionic arms made by Cathanon. That will, that is, I think, the only permanent injuries that we currently have. Let me double check. And then after that, I will ask you about any additional Bionics. But I think healing injuries takes priority over everything else. After I make the 2 Bionic arms, what should I make? Eyes for shooters, legs for people who aren't fast yet. Plasteel, is it close? Boo, it's unusable. Lungs for pollution protection. Arms for artists, brawlers, crafters, or other. You decide. I called in that trade caravan, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So, shooters do benefit from higher than 100% vision, hence the eyes for shooters. When trying to run away from enemies, it's helpful to be faster than 4.6, which is the default speed, hence the legs for people who aren't fast yet. That would be for people who are combatants who are not fast yet. Which would be, a good example would be like Cathanon or Doopy. Like Doopy, who has a gun, is an adult, but can't outrun the average person. Same with NB. Actually, NB has a leg, so that's not true. But or Kilgore. Or lungs for pollution protection. We have a lot of people that don't have protection, like Jean-Paul or Cathanon or Zertrana, so on and so forth. Arms for artists, brawlers, crafters, or other Bionics that I didn't consider, like kidneys or shapers or gastroanalyzers, amino enhancers, whatever, that kind of stuff. The sword. Hey, Nella. You want a plasma sword? I'm sure you do. Swing. Food's looking not great. Ooh, but there's Toxalopes. So here's an example. Toxalope has 100% tox environment resistance. They do not succumb to pollution at all, ever. In fact, they produce it. Well, not technically, but they outgas toxins when you shoot them and blow them up. How's the trees coming? So this one's full. This one is got a lot of space. This one has a lot of space, and the one here is full. The one in our Arboretum is full. I'm going to deprioritize our Arboretum. That will be the last one I want to fill up. We'll do the other ones first. So here's a really good example of Toxalopes producing tox gas when you shoot them. So legs for people who aren't fast yet. Got it. Highest. That would be a leg for you. And I am going to go from left to right. So who has the worst scar? Oh, this is a really bad scar. That's probably yours. It's right arm, and then the other one was Zertrana with a left arm scar, and that's a much shallower scar. I don't think that there's a complication with anesthesia in pregnancy. I don't, but there is, of course, the risk of surgeries during pregnancy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the bionic arm to implant in Zertrana after the pregnancy, because it's an elective surgery that is dangerous, like a 2% chance to be dangerous to her. So there's no point in doing it. I think any mother, any pregnant person would probably agree that a 2% chance that an elective surgery to help your pain levels could kill your child, they would opt out. I think that's probably fair. What shape is Destroyer in? Amazing tip-top shape. Bionic arm, bionic spine, bionic leg. 73 years old with no other health conditions. Who's also a very fast runner. So, yeah, tip-top shape. In fact, how fast do you move? Faster than the average person, even in full cataphract armor. Amazing. I'm moving Toxpax out of the Arboretum. I know, on purpose. There's enough room for the other trees to absorb the pollution that I wanted my Arboretum to be the last to be used as an emergency measure, not a pollution sink if I can help it. It's a weird shaped barn, but more space to stretch your legs. I'm really broke now? Yep. Oh, the skill trainers. So the mining trainer, I said, would go to highest, I think. Let me use that. Transport crash. Squid wub wub wub. You are a 14-year-old pigskin, body purist, neurotic psychopath, incapable of violence, who is going to die very, very, very soon unless I get help out to you. Hey, Hyas, you're closest. I'm going to have you run out there. Delay your surgery. You have a burning passion of medicine, albeit no skill. Speaking of skill, bam! You have a lot to learn. So you have to learn... Where is the medical... There's the medical... I think that's it. Yeah. Didn't I buy Focus? Oh, yeah. Focus is right there. Learn... Oh, you already know Focus. Oops. Oh, I'll sell it then. So, Mayhem, congratulations. You are now new doctor. The quality of tending here is going to be pretty shabby, but at least they'll survive. Oh, so you're vaulting over every single steel barricade on your way home. Yep. Just RimWorld pathing things. Hey, I got the flu, and it wasn't Dry Moonlight, the Plague Bringer. It was someone else. Unexpected. So this bionic leg is almost done. Ta-da! And this is going to highest. Let's make another one. More plasteel. Ooh, it might be partially under a mountain. Let me check. Yeah, I could get some of it from this corner. Actually, all of it, right? Because the deep drill radius. Let me double check that. If I put a deep drill here, it will cover all of it. Just because why not invest in the project? I'm gonna leave a little space for a, if this is hollow and not overhead mountain, for a battery and a solar panel to power that drill. So I don't have any vanometrics on it or unstable power cells to do it instead. So the next leg will go to Sapo. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 20th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this series. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow vaulters.